This is Ramon and the channel is Alpha 4. That's Goldie. And today I would like to talk to you about weight loss, muscle gain, paleo, and diabetes. 1 year ago, in November, I wasn't able to walk. I had gotten really fat and I was about 250 pounds, maybe a little bit more. And I looked something like that. There you go. Not a great picture. And I started doing Tai Chi, stuff like that. Started changing my diet, but nothing was really working. Then in July, I went to go get some blood work, and turns out I was badly diabetic. I had an A1C of 14.9, a glucose of 381, and triglycerides at 3,030. And well, it scared me because growing up I went to over 100 funerals, and these funerals included my mother, my sister, and my mentor, and they all died from complications connected to diabetes. And I've seen the person who taught me martial arts lose his legs and eventually his arm and then his life. So I didn't want to just do nothing. So did they give me medication? Did they do all that stuff? Yeah. But the medication was a little bit out of my price range. My insurance didn't really cover it. And I didn't want to get stuck on medication for the rest of my life. So I started looking for diets and for workouts and anything that could help me get an edge on all of this, right? So I came across Keto, I came across Paleo, and Paleo seemed to be the one that really worked. First I tried to go vegetarian and vegan because I had done that a long time ago in my life, and it didn't really work. It didn't really fit my lifestyle currently. So I went to Paleo, and Paleo worked amazingly. I lost 70 pounds in about 3 months. I got down to 150 pounds, and it was really good. I was looking really thin, but it was like really good for my health. And the only problem was I wasn't really able to work out like I wanted to work out. I had been doing Tai Chi, yoga. I've been doing just get on the treadmill to get my legs back, 5 or 10 minutes of walking, like at 2 miles an hour. And I've been doing weights at night. But as I started getting stronger and healthier, without carbs, I wasn't really able to weightlift like I wanted to. So I went from a paleo diet to a modified paleo diet, more of like Mediterranean inspired. And in weightlifting, we call that carb loading. In paleo, it's sometimes called carb backloading, which is where you eat just enough carbs for how much you're going to burn. And that started helping out my workouts. And I went from walking about 15 minutes on the treadmill to running for about an hour. I now do about 7 miles every day. After work, I do martial arts, and at night I do weightlifting, and then before I go to bed I try to do some boxing, you know, that kind of thing. And my results now are quite different. I now have an A1C of 5.1. I have triglycerides of 99. That's not being in a diabetic state. And by increasing my carb intake just a little bit, I now have muscle again. I gained about 20 pounds of muscle. I'm back to 170. But it wasn't just as simple as all that. See, the truth is you need carbs, but carbs are the cause of diabetes. And you need to find a balance. My original balance, I was trying to stay to 15 carbs a day when I was going like extreme keto. That didn't fit me very well. I felt weak, I felt tired all the time. So then I went to 15 carbs per meal. And that really set me at a good standard for most of my training. Now I'm up to 30 carbs per meal, but I work it off every single time. As soon as I eat them, I use them. I exercise, I do some kind of activity, and I make sure to check my blood and all of that. And that's the other key to this is I have a food journal that I use, and I keep track of everything that I eat. And I use my Fitness Pal as well to help out. I track all my workouts. I track my glucose levels and my ketone levels. And I track my body mass. And to do that and make sure it's accurate, I use a tape measure, a scale, of course, and I use these things. And I make sure that my body weight is where I want it to be, and my body fat percentage is where I want it to be. But it was not easy, and it took a lot of hard work. And right now I'm not on any medication. I was originally, they gave me some medication that I couldn't afford, so I didn't take it. I was taking Visiba, and they had me on vitamin D3, and they have me on a Vitristan, which is a statin. But I'm now off the medication, and I'm now healthy. But it took a lot of hard work, and I can't go back to eating the way that I did. I have to stay active. I have to run every day for the rest of my life. But I'm alive. And if I can do it, you can do it. If you got diagnosed, if you're scared, go see your specialist. They put you on medication, take the medication. But don't limit yourself to what other people tell you can and can't do. Diabetes, you're not supposed to recover from. It's a progressive chronic disease supposed to get worse, right? Well, it doesn't have to. You can exercise, you can eat right, you can control your diet, and you can get yourself healthy again. And you don't have to go as extreme as I did, but I didn't want to be in a diabetic state. I've seen where that leads. I don't want to be in dialysis. I don't want to lose a leg. So I went extreme, and I went keto, and I went paleo, and I worked out really hard for 3 to 4 times a day. I'm not recommending that to anybody, but I do recommend following a hard diet. I do recommend being strict about your diet. I do recommend following your doctor's recommendations and being healthy. It is very scary, and it is very dangerous to get out of shape and to lose your health. But if you follow your doctor's directions and you take your medication and you do your exercise and you limit your carbs, and by limiting your carbs, I'm talking about cutting out bread, cutting out milk, cutting out pretty much pan dulce, tortillas, just cut those things out. Cut out the bad fats. So yeah, I went paleo, but I went, like I said, modified. So I eat the good fats. I eat nuts and I eat avocados. And now I'm healthier. I mean, I'm not exactly super skinny, but I'm healthy. And you can be too. So that's my story, and I hope this inspires somebody. Peace.